Alright, what we're going to begin to see here is what looks like a FEMA center. You can notice the lights up here. There's 6 of them, and there's 3 each, 33. We see the title here pop up called I Pet Goat 2, which I think it's I'm a Pet Goat 2. Okay, here we see Lucifer, the puppet master, the puppeteer, and obviously Bush as the puppet. We also see here on the checkered Masonic floors with the Baphomet star. Here on the back we see a map that marks the Oklahoma City bombing, the New York 9/11, and the Louisiana Katrina coming in. Here on this blackboard we see the hangman on the verge of death, and evolution is the answer, hence the mark of the beast that will change your DNA. And it's confirmed here on the top when we see the pattern of evolution, and enlightened man is the end result. Okay, here we're going to see that there is an owl here at the top left corner, and that's for the worship of Molech at the Bohemian Grove. Next, we're going to see Bush do some famous Illuminati hand signs, the devil horn, satanic. Next, we're going to see him do his Freemason ritual magic here and turn into Obama. And Obama just represents, the MK Ultra deceiving the public from what's really going on. Okay, here we see that there is a deer on the left side, a rabbit in the middle, and a lily on the right side, maybe symbolizing the 2012 summer, the summer season. Also here in the back we see that there's an exit and it's open. And here we see the Bride of Christ, of course the Bride of Christ, that's debatable if she is or not, drop this apple, which could represent the knowledge of good and evil. Also, we don't ever see this particular woman ever again in this video, which means maybe she got raptured. And here we see the bloom of a new age, or this lotus flower representing the sun god, aka the false son of God, the false messiah, the antichrist, which could be Obama. Here in the background we see Psalms 23, and we see the American flag torn in half, meaning the country will be divided. Here we see them showing the September 11 attacks, meaning another false flag event is on the way that will shock the world. Here we see this little fella here extend his arms out like Jesus on the cross, maybe representing a sacrifice, a shedding of blood. Here we see the head of Anubis on this boat here. And here we could just see a representation of the Islamic regime coming to take their part in the end times here. And this here looks like oil dripping into the ocean now. See the Statue of Liberty here on top of a Star of David. And this here could represent the reptilian hybrids, possibly. Here we see the head of Anubis again on this boat. And the figure on the boat obviously looks Christ-like, and some people, debate whether this is the Jesus or not being depicted here, or the Antichrist. With his third eye here, personally I believe he is the Antichrist figure here. This here could be a representation of government kind of showing its true face now and just being all out evil. And this poor guy here just wasn't prepared for all the chaos and everything that's going on. Here it's showing the economic collapse of 2012, markets plunge, and it says war coverage. I believe this is government releasing their advanced technology now for World War III, and just all out chaos here. Okay, what we're going to see next is the whole Mary worship, with some type of a nuclear attack in the background here. And next we're going to see a man with the skull and bones symbolism on his arm, representing the Illuminati, unleashing revolution on the planet. Now, some believe that this man here holding the hammer and the sickle is Russia in its demise, and others believe it's the believers in Jesus Christ who are helping God to reap the harvest and are becoming martyrs for him. The next thing we see here is the yin and the yang, the symbol for peace here in the spotlight. And we see this woman surrendering. She doesn't want to take part in the war. But this gentleman seems to tell her that there is no peace, that the war will continue. We can also see by the world being crossed out on her cheek that she is saying no to globalism, no to the one world system. And here we see the new version of Jesus Christ here, the New Age Messiah, if you will. You know, some people think Jesus is Buddha, or they compare Jesus to a prophet, or Jesus to Horus, or any other, numerous religions. And this is just the New Age Jesus here, the Antichrist, deceiving the world with his false love and just false doctrines here, taking his place in the end times here, as I believe anyways. Next we see the Antichrist gathering up all his disciples, all those who received the mark of the beast and worshipped the beast in his image here. This is a man laying down with this erection being the lighthouse. Quite disturbing, but it's just what it is. This is another disturbing scene here. Apologize for this. Next, we see the Antichrist going through what looks like DNA strands, because all those who receive his mark are now a part of him, or his property, if you will. And we see him rise to power above all, and he destroys his enemies. And now he is the supreme ruler of the world now. Alright, next I believe we're going to see the bride of Christ here just enjoying themselves at the wedding supper of the Lamb while all this chaos is happening down there on planet Earth. And I believe this guy right here, just dancing away, represents just all the religions of the world being unified and just basking in their new age, if you will. Which of course is all a deception. And this is just the Antichrist, I believe, here just waking up now to the realization that his kingdom is temporary. It's being crushed right behind him, and it's about to show you why it's actually being demolished and being brought down to rubble, if you will. And I believe it's being brought down because it's showing here that this beam of light, this sun that we're seeing here, is actually depicting the Son of God, Jesus. And it's kind of, as he's approaching the earth now in his second coming, it's destroying the kingdom that Satan has established during these 7 years of his reign here on earth. And he's coming face to face with the Son of God now and being conquered.